Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I have Shashwat with me still, and we're going to talk about Trump and what Trump, in the hypothetical case, if Trump does win a second term, is it all good news for corporate America and the world as an investor, or is there a bit of caution we should be careful if he does manage to secure a second term? So, Shashwat, what is your view on this? Let's keep it apolitical.
Yeah, apolitical, of course. But America is extremely polarized. And
Yeah.
I mean, this is something which...
I think it's a phenomenon worldwide.
Yeah,
It's just not in the US. Human beings right now, all over the world, are quite polarized.
polarized. And this word has been thrown around quite a bit, but seems to be sort of building up to its pinnacle. And I don't know what's going to happen, but we saw like an outburst of it during the 2020 elections with the Capitol riots.
Yes.
And it's a difficult time for corporate America right now.
Yeah, because corporate America would, or any investor or business person would love stability.
Yeah.
And Ray Dalio said that very nicely in that great arc, which he talks about big cycles, that what all business owners and investors want is just stability. They don't care if it's a dictator, they don't care if it's a democracy, or whatever is there in power can continue to be in power as long as they're allowed to do business as usual, can continue, and there's some kind of predictability is what they crave. And right now the world seems to have thrown that out the window. There's nothing predictable about this world, and even in terms of market seems quite numb
Yeah.
to everything that's happening in this world. It just keeps going on its own direction.
Yeah.
So I would say if you were someone who just entered this planet just now, it would look rather wacky.
Yeah.
If you were brought up in a school, I mean, let's say you time traveled and you came from the past and you've come to this future and you see this as a future, it will be quite radically different from any basic nuanced philosophy of investing
Yeah.
or political science you see. We are very far cry from the center right now.
Honestly, I think historically speaking, the period of centrism we saw, or like centrality which we saw during the 20th century, is an outlier.
Yeah, it's a fluke.
Yeah, because you look at any century before that, things have always been quite bad for humanity.
Yeah, quite very chaotic.
Yeah, very chaotic. Rulers like fighting about every...
Despots everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had nice period for a century,
Yeah.
and now looks like we're back at each other's throats again.
Yeah. Kind of makes you wonder if the best is over. I mean, people like Dalai Lama are there on YouTube saying that, if he believes this is the century of the peace,
Yeah.
world peace. And I just can't see it right now. From where I'm sitting on my porch view, it seems like more like this. It's like the 100-year war is going to happen. We're going to have the redux of the 100-year war. Only thing, our weaponry and technology has advanced so much, it could be far more dangerous for humanity as a whole, the way it's going. I don't know. And with Trump, now this is a joke.
Yeah.
Then it was an outlier. Now, after the recent primary in the US, caucuses in Iowa, it was only 14% of the registered Republicans voted. Out of the 14%, he secured 50%. So if you look at it mathematically, it looks like a very small number, but still is the number.
Yeah.
You like it or not,
Yeah.
the number is the number. And if he's the lead candidate, he is the lead candidate. And going to New Hampshire, it looks more and more that he's going to be 2 for 2.
Yeah.
And what do you think corporate America is feeling?
There were a few good pieces on The Economist about this, where they interviewed a few CEOs in private because they were not...
They don't want to publicly say, commit to anything.
Because, I mean, reasonably so, that they're scared to stick their necks out. After what happened to Bud Light, when they got a transgender person to be their PR stunt person,
Yes.
they
got a hammering in sales.
Yeah.
And they still not recovered their sales.
From the conservatives. So
You should know your market.
Yeah,
And as the saying goes, you may have great, motivations in life, but if you're serious about doing business,
no, I'm sure that like Bud Light wasn't really culturally behind it or anything. They just wanted to get a quick stunt off. And
I think they were trying to crack into a new market segment.
crack into a new market
segment. And they did not expect their base segment to react the way it did.
But it did react the way it did, and
Which is kind of crazy, because if you see the Republican Party, it's more than evident. All the so-called old leaders of the Republican parties have been pushed aside with all the Trumpism and the new Trumpers.
Yeah.
Like Mitt Romney and all these guys have been pushed aside.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Bud Light should have seen that's their base. Be very cautious of their base, because the base is right now holding pitchforks and standing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the saying going around in the US, which is like, don't be Bud Light.
Yeah.
And in the conservative circles. Yeah,
So corporate America is saying don't be Bud Light.
yeah, don't be Bud Light. And if you actually look at Trump's policies, a lot of it, it's neither here nor there, or you could say it's everywhere, where Trump's policies, on one side, yes, he wants to be favorable to corporate America. He wants to give tax cuts. But on the other hand, he wants to raise deficit. Like he wants to fund his tax cuts through deficit spending. And deficit spending basically means that you'll have to borrow a lot more.
Which is against Republican core philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and there's nothing predictable about him.
Yeah, there's nothing.
See, other than he gets elected,
Yeah.
what he's going to do once he's elected, God only knows.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even know whether he's going to
I don't think even he knows.
Yeah, he doesn't. There's the whole stick about him building a wall, and then he just dumped it as soon as he figured out that it was not feasible.
Yeah. One thing you can say for sure is he'll do whatever that serves him the best.
Yeah, he will do that. And we don't even know whether he's going to be allowed to like contest, because you have 92 felonies which he has like.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to not get concluded before the election. The way American legal system is structured,
Fair.
it's going to drag on. And if he's elected, it sounds really comical. It sounds like one of those satirical movies you see, you know, like about
Monty
North,
Python or
yeah,
something,
or the North Korea movie which we saw, you know. But
Or the Borat movie, General
yeah,
Aladdin.
it just looks, it just,
I mean, we tried to make a serious video.
it's art imitating life,
Yeah.
or life imitating art. I don't know what we want to say this is. But it's also true on the other side, because even the left has become weaponized.
Yeah, definitely.
The way they went after McDonald's, they went after Starbucks,
Yeah.
they went after Nike because of the Palestinian issue.
Yeah. They conduct witch hunts.
Yeah, and that seems to be the brand right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Cancel culture.
cancel culture on both sides.
Yeah.
You know, both sides are saying we can cancel you can cancel us, we'll cancel you.
Yeah.
So they're canceling each other. I mean, finally, I don't know what's going to be left.
I mean, that's the core of their problem. And when you actually look at Trump's policies, it's like you have two little men operating one big person's body, because you have multiple policies which go both
Against
sides.
each other, yeah.
And you have, on one side, he's great friends with Putin and he's saying that he's going to sell out Ukraine. On the other side, he's saying war on China. Let's trade war on China. Let's embargo China.
Yeah.
And China and Russia are like close friends and close allies, and how they operate their countries are also quite similar in the authoritarian regime
No,
structure.
I think what Trump is, he comes to the room and reads the room. Whatever the room wants to hear, he just says that.
Yeah.
I don't think he really believes in anything.
Apart
So
from
if you want him to say something, he'll just say it.
yeah, he only cares about his bottom line to a large extent, and his policies have no logical coherence, and that's what's scaring corporate America, because corporate America need, even if you're
Some clarity. Yeah.
yeah, like Larry Summers very eloquently said that even Italy did quite well under Benito Mussolini for quite a while before it didn't. And he said that you need to be able to give them a logical, coherent structure to how you're going to be running the economy. Whether you're going to become an autarky where you want to cut off all trade, fine. But you need to give them that information.
So they can make some kind of a roadmap.
Yeah. But the problem with what they face with Trump is that they have nothing to go off of, and they also know that they get too close with Trump, that could mean the end of their business, because the other side will basically finish them off, in the sense that your country is so polarized that picking anything remotely to each side will basically mean that you alienate half your potential market.
Reminds me of Pol Pot, man, Cambodia.
So
The wackadoodle plans he had.
it's quite a tough time for corporate America, and even though there are tax cuts, and it doesn't help that your alternative, Joe Biden, is also not
All over the place.
Yeah, he's all over the place, and he's not very accommodating to corporate America either, and he keeps pushing them into the Trump camp by saying that he's anti-business, and he's saying that he wants to increase taxation, which is fine. It's part
He's
of the,
trying to hold on to a base he doesn't even have.
yeah.
That's a problem for him.
The problem has to do with the fact that both of them are quite old. Their combined age is about 158 years, which is 2/3 of America's age.
Correct.
So,
Some interesting times. And
Yeah.
all this as an investor, it means wait and watch. Don't be too eager to invest in anything too fast.
but SIPing is always,
Yes.
Your option.
This will all go away.
yeah.
Especially if you're Shashwat's age, all this evaporate and be in distant mirror when he's my age. The world will be in a different place. I don't know which place.
Hopefully
Well,
better.
Yeah. hopefully better. But anyway, digressing, the whole event would be in the rearview mirror. So even during World War I and II, people who kept sipping and investing in the markets would have seen good returns.
Phenomenal returns.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative and entertaining. And we'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Good evening. My team has decided to do another event. The last event was at Trivandrum, was a very successful one. So we decided to ask people where we wanted to do an event, and my team chose to do an event in Dubai. We are planning to do an event in Dubai on the 24th of February. The event is roughly scheduled between 3:30 to 5:30. It's a Saturday, you will have plenty of time. Those desirous of attending the event or meeting me may contact my team at the WhatsApp number given below or drop an email at the email ID given. My team will contact you and help you. I hope to meet you all in Dubai. It's not only Dubai, anywhere from the Emirates. I hope to see you there. Thank you. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.